it's an idea you're not going to get much pushback on, is that, like, the test of your social system is if it saves kids or not. Right. You know, that's what you want the social contract to do, right? That's what you want your ideals to be about. That's what you want to believe you're fighting for. That's what you want to believe you wouldn't do. And a lot of the story pushes that particular button and pushes characters in that direction, from Ned and Cersei's kids to Stannis and Shireen to the fates of Tommen and Myrcella, you know, in the books to come. Or they said it on the show, like when Oberyn said, you know, we don't hurt little girls in Dorne.
Right. And
that's something he has to believe, and that's what makes his cause worthy, and that's what makes it worthwhile. And then, you know, but then the reply, they hurt little girls everywhere.
Right.
You know, there's no place, no people immune to that possibility. And that comes through strongly in this chapter. It comes through much more strongly when Ned and Robert argue about Dany and her fate. And there's we'll talk more about this in the chapter, but it's the most potent Ned-Robert moment for me is when Ned asks Robert, what did we fight for, if not to put an end to the murder of children?
Right.
What was the point of rising up against the Mad King, if not to declare that this kind of thing is not okay? And Robert just, no, to put an end to Targaryens. That's why I was fighting. And Ned realizes all at once that the war meant completely different things to the two of them.
Yeah.
And that Ned was fighting for an ideal and for a cause, and for Robert it was just, those are the bad guys, and they hurt me and I want them gone. And, you know, so much of Ned's story in this book is about wanting to believe that he fought for something more than that. He needs Robert's rebellion to have meant more than that, because he lost his entire family in the process. So not Benjen, but for most of his family in that process. And so you see him insisting that, you know, Robert needs to be more than this, that I thought we made you a better man than this. I thought we had made a better king. And you see that kind of disappointment and the existential panic it kind of induces in him start in this chapter, just a little tremor of the full-on anger he's going to experience later, because part of him wants to yell at Robert, I lost my whole family, man. Right. We fought a war. Right. And you're sitting there getting fat and doing nothing and letting Littlefinger and the Lannisters bankrupt the government? That's such an insult to my sister and my father and my brother and everyone we lost, that you're making nothing out of it. And that was supposed to be the silver lining for all our losses, was a good kingdom, far better than Eris. And Robert kind of blew it, and he gradually realizes that towards the end. And yeah, that relationship is so haunted, so rooted in the backstory, and it's so well written.
It is. It really is.